Hey everyone, Lauren Simons here, and I want to give you a rundown of the video output terminals of the EOS C700. The EOS C700 has a total of 7 video output terminals. We have 4 3G SDI terminals here, 2 monitor HDSDI outputs here, and a single 4K capable HDMI output. So first, let's look at these 4 SDI out terminals. These terminals will behave differently depending on what mode you're shooting in. If you're shooting in RAW, either to a codec 36150 or an external recorder, all 4 of these 3G SDIs become an active RAW output. When shooting 1 through 30 frames, they are each an independent signal. When shooting 31 through 60 frames, the first 2 and the second 2 are linked as dual link. When shooting 61 through 120, all 4 are linked as a quad link RAW signal. When you're not shooting RAW, say either XFAVC or ProRes, the 4 SDI outs will follow your shooting resolution. If you're shooting 4K or Ultra HD, then the 4 SDIs are set to output a quad link 4K image, with each SDI representing one of the 4 2K or HD quadrants. This signal can be LUTed if desired, but for more on that, check out the LUTs video in the prep series. When you're shooting HD or 2K, these terminals will all output their own independent 2K or HD image. However, when it comes to LUTing the signals, they are paired as 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. It's also important to note that these SDI outs cannot have any OSDs overlaid on them. So now, let's talk about the monitor SDI and HDMI terminals. These terminals allow you to send out camera functions atop your image, such as the waveform, false color, and other on-screen displays. When shooting in any of the RAW modes, the SDI and HDMI terminals will be outputting either 2K or HD to match your on-set monitors. You can also select whether you want to see your on-screen characters over these ports, but it's important to note that in most shooting scenarios, including this one, the HDMI and the monitor SDI ports are linked in terms of overall OSD. So if you send your characters out over the HDMI, they will also show up over the SDI monitor feed. Certain tools, like the waveform and false color, can be independently turned off of certain monitoring ports. But the overall surrounding displays, including timecode and camera status, is normally linked. This isn't always the case though. When you're not shooting RAW, the HDMI has the ability to output a 4K image. When the HDMI is set to output 4K, it will be a clean feed with no characters, false colors, or any other changes to the image other than the optional LUT. Lastly, there's the proprietary video terminal connector on the camera, which is designed for Canon's EVF V70, a 1920 by 1080 OLED viewfinder. This terminal can be customized independently, so your operator sees only what they find critical. With all of these different image pathways, you should have no problem getting picture to video village, on-camera operators, and ACs with the EOS C700. And remember, if you have any questions, be sure to call us at 1-855-CINE-EOS.